is going to be exactly as we head into the game here.
With a charming
Smoke
personality.
coming in by Lava, rushing down towards the bottom as 5.
Where did I go? Curses!
That's pretty cautious here right now, so go for the deny on their ward.
Yeah, they managed to get down here first at least. Not gonna deny it, just prepping the deny. Meanwhile, ward on the outposts, as well as claiming the Watcher or Spirit, getting some vision for his team.
Yep, even got a deep claim on the other Watcher on the other side here with the Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah. Dire looking to take the top 2 bounty runes. Maybe they will go and try and contest here with the Underlord having a ward down, but I don't think he's gonna walk into this.
Did spot Jenik over here on the side. He's blocked off the camp, so that should not get dewarded right away. Okay, yeah, so the position 5 here for Jimmy. Christ, I guess is how you pronounce that. He used to be known as Jimmy Cough 666, so
Okay, then
it's a little
I
bit
prefer
easier
Chris.
to say in some ways, but
Yeah, Chris a little bit shorter and simpler. We'll see how the POS 5 Dawn together with the Razor here is gonna lane. It is a double melee lane against the Razor, so should be having a pretty tough time, in my opinion. And
we zapped a lot of damage right off the bat here with that slow from the Dawnbreaker.
yeah, always good. Gonna use some of that to last hit harder for himself here as well.
I do expect Lumpy to have a little bit of a difficult time here in this mid lane. I believe PP, because PP's played on a couple of these teams that have proven to be fairly potent. So I think he's gonna do just a little bit better based on skill, and also it is a Leshrek up against, a melee hero.
Yeah,
Which
Lesh
never feels
is,
super great.
Lesh is generally really strong on mid as well, and already having 4, it lasted him 4 denies. Really hard start here for Void Spirit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
At the same time, top lane we see a bit of trading, but this damage reduction lane should be completely fine against the Drow. I don't think they should take too much damage, but the Vengeful, she is stronger than you would expect in lane. Once they hit level 2, Wave of Terror and a Magic Missile might just get a kill.
I was about to say, I feel like we're going to see our first blood in this top lane. The kill potential seems pretty strong. Otherwise, just very calm, quiet. Everybody focused down on that farming. We're probably not going to be seeing... So I do have one question, right? So like usually we'll see people start to make moves in the mid lane around that level 6. Do you think it's a situation where they're going to rotate heroes into this mid lane for the side of Lava? Just because if they don't, you're going to have this Leshrek take your tower? Or do you think
normally
they're going to try to rotate?
Not really, because nowadays Leshreks don't generally go for the early tower taking that we're used to. It's sort of evolved into more maxing the Q and the E build. We'll see if he puts points in Edict, but most Leshreks just accelerate their ganking potential and their farming potential instead of focusing the tier 1 towers.
Is that just how the skills ended up just working out instead of
Yeah, it was
just less priority on this mid? Because I always feel like the mid tower has been so incredibly important in most games.
It's an important tower. It just takes a lot of effort. He has to like max his Edict and play in a different style. And maxing out Lightning Storm and Q is currently just a little bit stronger skill build. So that's typically how players prefer to go for it right now.
That was such a nice little play from Jenik here. He rolled into Christ on that Dawnbreaker while she was trying to get the Lotus from the channel and interrupted it and was able to get it himself.
Very nice. Getting a little bit of stun value. Timbersaw so far 9 and 2 here against the 14 and 6 Razor. But the big lane to talk about is the 21-10 Leshrek versus 10 and 2 on Void Spirit. Getting absolutely destroyed on mid right now. Even getting his banner creep denied, range creep denied.
It doesn't feel good if you're lumpy right now. He looks good though with that party hat. I like the party spirit.
At least he's having a good time.
There you go.
And they are taking top runes, so this is not going to be good news for him either, as he will not get a bottle refill.
Ooh, well played. Yeah, PP's very happy with that. It's like, excellent. I will continue my domination here in the mid lane. No mana for you, Lumpy.
Yeah, no mana, no
A couple more
HP.
of these clicks, yeah. It's a little spooky right now. I don't know if he's going to go fully for the dive. Doesn't feel like he needs to.
No,
He's having a great time in his lane.
just doing the prep work, and this pretty much forces Lumpy to go back to base now. And Leshrac should take this chance to push on the tower immediately. But he could also just go for the power denying. If pushes onto tower, creeps will die. Either way, massive experience being missed right now for Void Spirit. Walking all the way to base without boots is not a good feeling.
Ooh, Janek, he just got a little bit too up in their faces here, so gets drained of that damage, ends up getting stunned and getting slapped around by Razor.
Oh, and Oscar going for the pull as well, but not connecting between tier 1 and tier 2 tower, instead pulling the creeps under the tier 1 tower, which is not really what you want to have happen when you do this pull, because that means he's not going to deny more than one range creep, and, you know, it doesn't make his lane much easier.
Janek, though, making a rotation top. They want to try to punish Arcana here. In fact, Red Monster in a good position. The roll forward. They've got the multi-shot. Try to get some body blocks in there, too, to make sure Adrian gets the kill. And it's split between the three of them. A worthwhile rotation.
Yeah, just TPing top and getting some kill. He could go towards mid now as well. 30 seconds for the runes. So helping out for the rune check again. Could be a good way to keep this Void Spirit from ever getting back into the laning stage here.
Get a nice little D ward here on the side. And that's the other nice thing about having a Timbersaw, right? Is once he gets a couple of those levels online, he is able to be fairly sustainable down here in this bottom lane and allow for the Earth Spirit to make these rotations. In fact, they've got their eyes on Lumpy. He's only level 5 so far, so none of these steps, but they do manage to pull him back. Chris goes and grabs himself up a shield rune, so a good rotation coming out now from the side of lava.
Yeah, at least they don't let the Leshrac get a power rune as well, so nothing for Void Spirit, but at the same time, Leshrac not accelerating his advantage mid. He is very close to mana boots though, only one more last hit and he's gonna get the full mana boot sent out, whereas Lumpy doesn't have anything really yet. Normally, mid Void Spirits, you kind of want to get to that point of having the double bracer, the bottle, magic wand upgrade, but he's just sitting with a circlet and bottle and an unupgraded stick right now.
Monster, there's that the magic missile, the roll forward, the kick back. Couple of these little clicks needed. Does manage to get the stun off as now the rotation from Dawnbreaker. They needed just a little bit more to finish off Smoker, and they're not able to do it, so looks like Genek's probably going to die.
Turns around to throw out the blood grenade as well. You know, passing one back to the Earth Spirit there for his efforts of diving. And some stacks are being prepared as well here in the jungle. Gonna be some nice stuff to fall back on for the Underlord, perhaps. And some Ancients, of course, for later as well.
He stuck around too, so he was able to grab himself the Wisdom Rune. He's sitting there like 20-something hit points. That's a little spooky, but I guess you figure no one's going to be chasing you at that point.
Yeah, they already won the fight, so not too worried about anyone showing up. It's not like they have a Fury on their team or something to teleport in. Racer starting to jungle up a bit now as well. Has the ulti available. I'm interested to see if he's going to just start popping ulti off cooldown for farming. Normally, that's what I see a lot from Racers, kind of playing it the same way Svens tend to do, just use ulti to accelerate. Oh, he's going top?
He's going through them. Yeah, they're going to try to pincer on this Drow, and...
not going to find anything. And as he comes back, though, Earth Spirit is also channeling. Wait, they're passing each other? They're passing.
Yeah, they just he goes right back again. It's like, wait a minute. No, it looks like he'll stay up top. Might be a skirmish breaking out here. No.
Yeah, this time, bottom
Race
room.
down to the bottom. Ooh. PP just denies it. He says, well, if I can't have it, neither can you.
Yeah, Void Spirit only had one jump, so could commit to jump in to try and take that rune, but then he would be stuck without a jump and wouldn't really be able to do anything anyway.
Arcano, there's the roll forward. Doesn't quite connect, but they will be able to slow him down, throw out that... Oh, can Venge get there in time? Could she throw it out? No, Red Monster just a little bit too far away with only 2 points in that magic missile.
Maybe if he didn't go for the Wave of Terror, but I think he was just a little bit too far away. Not quite in time to get there. And,
Might be for vision too, right? Like, I guess he already had the vision.
Yeah, they were already on him. But Oscar on bottom lane on his Timbersaw, he's finding a good way back into the game here. Didn't have the best start, but he's actually farming quite nicely.
He's got to be careful. Doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of mana. Does manage to go Timber Chain away. He's going to have another second. He'll continue. Oh, he's not able to. This position 5 Dawnbreaker working out for the side of lava.
I'm surprised he ran left there. I think if he kept running up and just Timber Chain up, he could stay at a distance from the Razor there. But Razor did run him down. This is a 0 points in Storm Surge Razor, so he's not that fast necessarily.
Let's see here.
Dire's top tower is under
PP's working on his Bloodstone. No boots yet over on this Earth Spirit. What specific items do you think like are going to trigger the next event coming up?
I think the big timing, the big timing that we're looking for is going to be a few minutes from now when Leshrac finishes Bloodstone, basically. Which, you know, he's got a good start here as point booster and mana boots already, but he gets ganked.
That is most likely going to be a dead Disco Pony. Well, they're trying to buy him just a little bit more time, but not going to be enough. Would love to get this kill over on Chris, but not going to be able to quite manage it. A little bit of a dodge here from Lumpy, ensuring that Janet can't get the kill. It does have himself the double damage rune. They get dragged back again. Look at Red Monster's positioning. He's waiting for them to jump back on, and he wants to turn around with a magic missile, so they'll back off.
He's
Razor,
ready to fight.
on top again?
Some interesting,
Never mind.
interesting
Bye, Razor.
portaling here by PK. He keeps looking for a way to join in and do something top, because bottom, he can't really reach the Timbersaw that easily. All the time he just pulls and farms the creep wave behind him, and Razor gets stuck farming under his own tower.
He just likes the feel of the wind in his hair as he goes through the portal, right?
Portal feels good.
Well, that's going to be our tower taken down here, though, as PP makes this rotation. Only has that 1 point in the Diabolic Edict, but this will mean that they can start to push this Razor a little bit further, more towards his base with this tower being removed.
Yeah, it opens up a lot of farm here and a little bit more control of the bottom bounty run as well. As top, we keep seeing them attempting to go through the portal. Dawnbreaker in trouble here, perhaps.
No, this is not looking good for her, as then we'll follow up here with this Razor, but I'm not sure. Oh, it does. He has one final click, and it's enough to get Oscar.
Yes.
So there's a little bit of action for him finally.
Yeah, he's got a full Maelstrom as well on the Razor, so he does have extra access to magical damage as well on this Timbersaw. This early on in the game, he doesn't have any form of magic resistance increase, and Timbersaw pretty much just goes down there to the ulti and a little bit of right clicks.
Lumpy's making the rotation towards this top area as Venge throws out that magic missile over to Peg. Doesn't look like she's going to be able to survive as he is going to get fallen. Taken down another smoker. Next to go down, Adrian on his way out. Does not want to be a part of this. It looks like Jenna could use a little bit of help here, although now PP's here. Still might end up get that kill, and he will indeed.
Lumpy gets the kill and gets out. Leshrac is going to get the bottom rune though, so he's going to stay on the map and farm, whereas Void Spirit, after fighting, has to go back to base. He does have the urn though, so getting some urn charges, he can look for more engagements, just keep running for fights, as the Razor is securing the top tower right now, so 1 for 1 on the towers.
Let's see. Getting closer and closer to that Bloodstone for PP. I know that Razor was working on a BKB, I believe. Yeah, so he's got the Ogre Club. Still making his way towards that.
He's actually so farmed on Razor too. Halfway towards the BKB along with the Maelstrom already, and he's gonna try and stack up the Ancients again. Already a massive stack on it. Not gonna get
And
one
he's
more.
really taking care of his own jungle too, it feels like. Been seeing him do these moves. Looks like Red Monster though getting dragged back in the lift. He's gonna just try to get out, but not gonna be able to.
Yeah, quick and easy kill there mid. Get another kill and killing spree now on the Void Spirit. Whereas PP is still farming really well and looking like it's gonna be a 14-minute Bloodstone for Lesh. Not a bad timing at all. And meanwhile, Drow just tucking away, going into the jungle, starting to farm up a little bit, and probably gonna make the switch over to the ancient area soon, as top lane is gonna be a little bit more dangerous to stay in once Void Spirit starts going off map.
I'm like curious to see like who's going to be moving and doing things right now, because PP feels very, very strong, and he's got, okay, with the rotation of the Drow, I'm assuming we're gonna start seeing something happen here. Roll forward from Janek. It's gonna get the haste rune, so not gonna be able to do anything to Lumpy. It's a little bit off on some of this.
What a thief in the dark, and he's gonna use this haste rune to go and steal the wisdom rune as well. So he's trying to get more.
Scanning.
Look at Janek, he's like making his way over. He's like, no, not on my watch. Gives him a couple slaps here.
Not today,
Says,
brother.
Naughty, keep your hands to yourself. That's mine. Just kicking him around and just trying to get rid of him for the time being. In the mid lane, though, looks like Smoker is going to get caught out. He's going to try to run himself away here, but they have the Pit of Malice. Here, coming off from Arcanon, there's going to be the follow-up from the position 5 Dawn, so PP perhaps going just a little bit too far as they'll turn their attention now to Monster. That's another death.
That was a clutch Underlord ulti in there. The damage reduction from the stolen swap for the Rubik, as well as the pipe coming in by the Underlord coming through his gate, actually kept him alive there. I thought the Rubik would die for sure, and I think Leshrac expected the same. But instead, they end up losing 2 heroes and quickly gonna lose the mid tower as well.
And getting a kill on PP, I think, is like huge. Being able to turn that back around, use the Dawn ulti to help secure it.
Yeah, and that's some of the value of the pos 5 Dawn, right? It can get some similar to Nature's Prophet effect of having that global presence. Not quite at the same level, not quite as strong in lane, but...
I mean, Nature's Prophet is just a menace right now, let's be really honest.
It's really good for team fighting, though. It's a very good save.
It's kind of interesting, though, because that's the only real kind of save that she possesses, right, I guess? It's not like your usual supports that have, like, something that's a little bit cheaper for, you know, a heal, or might be able to... I guess the Starbreaker, you can use it as a way to stun, but, like, you have to be, like, right up in their faces. You don't have that long-range kind of move like a Venge would or a Witch Doctor.
Yeah, I mean, sort of. I mean, she has a slow, a stun, and then she has her ulti, which is a heal stun. But then you basically itemize to save.
Right.
Kicked back, though.
Oh, this is not looking too great right now, but a good Starbreaker over on side. Looks like she's going to be able to make it out. Janek, though, ticking down, is going to get taken out by Arcana, and they'll get PP yet again. They turn their attention over to Adrian. Will be able to go up onto the high ground, but they have the Remnant to pull him right back in, and that's a double kill for Pake.
Wow, they lose 4 heroes just for the Rubik there. That was an extremely costly engagement, and the one strong hero that they have, the strongest hero they have at this point, I would say, is not in the fight. The Timbersaw is usually the hero that you want to use to create space for the Drow, not the other way around. So, feels pretty bad for them losing him there, and look at their Razor's net worth, 11,000 at this point. BKB, 2.3k gold and a Maelstrom. Looks like he's rushing Gleipnir to get a bit of lockdown.
He's a rich boy. Like, his lane went pretty well for him, and top lane, Oscar getting dragged back by Lumpy. They've got the Fiend Skate up, and Arcano's making his way over. He wants to make sure that he cannot get out, and with all these heroes here, nope. He is in pieces.
Yeah, so his entire team dies mid, and then he dies alone top. Just looking a bit disjointed right now from Mad Kings, not really finding good engagements, and over on the side of Lava, just smoother movements overall. They have this super strong Razor to fight around, but it's also about the positioning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't feel like Mad Kings are moving together. Like, I'm looking at their heroes, and a lot of the times they're very spread out, and it feels like at points they want to try to group together and make something happen, but they just aren't finding these openings, unfortunately. And I don't know if it's just like they're not sending the right heroes, or if they're not in the right positions. I don't know. Talk to me, Waga. What's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically that. A lot of heroes are looking for something, but we don't see the grouped up smoke together. They do have 2 smokes available on Janek, but I would like to see them start engaging this. Go with Earth Spirit, Venge, and Leshrac and go get a pick off. You can bring down almost anyone. You can't really kill the Razor, but you can kill definitely the Void Spirit. And if you get the right positioning as well, you could even kill the Underlord before his backup arrives.
Oh my god, he's got a full Gleipnir already.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many teams use the Gleipnir ever since the change to it, the nerf for universal heroes, but Razor is one of those heroes that can definitely still enjoy it.
Yeah, there is a drow in the mid lane, and I have a feeling that's going to be their target. Red Monster is nearby. Cake will open up the Eye of the Storm. They get the stun, but they jump right past him. They want Adrian. That is their target. They'll get Red Monster first. Chasing after Adrian, though. They've got the Spirit Vessel charge on. Follow up with the Pit of Malice. They are just dominating this game.
Again, though, we just don't see Mad Kings making the move here. The Leshrac just wants to farm. The Earth Spirit not grouping up together with the Venge and going towards the Timbersaw or something. It's just looking very, very weak right now. From the series that we just watched between Infinity and Acatsuki, this looks a little bit like Mad Kings are just asleep at the wheel, not going for moves, really. And if you don't go for moves, things will happen. And it won't be you dictating the pace, and that's the worst case scenario in Dota.
I mean, feels really, really bad for PP, right? Because he absolutely dominated his lane, and they're just losing now. Like, they're slipping behind, they're not making moves together, they're not taking advantage of the fact that he had such a great early laning stage.
I agree. PP is hurting.
Somebody's gonna make a sound clip out of that one.
Oh, he is kind of hurt a little bit more. He gets
find
jumped.
an opening. Lumpy's here. Oscar's also here. They're going to try to take advantage of having that high ground, but they've already lost the Leshrac. And now Adrian, he can't get away fast enough because Peki's got a BKB. He can just dance around you in circles. Rest of the team showing up to make sure that they could be a part of this. Oscar on the run, as is Red Monster. They don't want to be the next casualties.
This is interesting to watch because last time they faced off, it was actually Mad Kings that won against them. But Lava are just looking so much better right now. They're making moves. They're really like saying, we can kill that guy, we can kill that guy. You saw the Void Spirit double jump in to catch that, to set up for his team. And there's such clear intention on their team. Whereas Mad Kings, I don't even know what they're playing for right now. I actually don't know. Like, obviously, yeah, they're all building items and there's like item progressions happening. But I don't see them waiting for a specific timing to make things happen.
Now, Lumpy doesn't seem to care that he got stunned here. He is all about trying to get Oscar. Does have to be careful. There's a lot of trees. Gonna be the hold over coming out from Pake. Needs to get one more click over to Oscar. But yeah, no, that is my question too. I'm watching this early game, and I was just trying to figure out, like, what are their objectives? What are they doing? They just don't seem to be moving together at all.
I don't think that the big thing is that I don't think they have a big power spike coming up soon that they can go towards. Like, they're working on a kind of Sanj completion on the Leshrac. Like, it's neat, but it's not like getting a BKB. You know, it's not some big massive change. They have the Solar Crest coming up soon. The Timbersaw has, you know, decided he wants Aghanims here, which is a long way away. I don't know. There's just needs to be more initiative between the Venge, ES, and Leshrac to go and create space for your Drow.
Uh-oh. Bottom lane, yeah, roll out, Cub Scout. Genik doesn't want anything to do with Pike right now. Do you think this Timbersaw should have itemized a little bit differently? Like, you sounded not pleased when you saw the Ags just because it's so far off.
Oh boy, bottom. I'm just watching Genik here trying to get some Lotuses.
He's dead.
You know, he wouldn't have died, but he tried to take the Lotuses when he had 9 items in his inventory. So he couldn't, he couldn't take them, and he was trying to channel it, and one of his items was a great healing Lotus. So it cancelled, and if it didn't do that, he could have maybe gone in time.
Lumpy is hunting. He's found himself Adrian. And look at this. Yeah, they're going to send a entire team up here and chase after a little bit of a swap, but not a good enough one, because they're going to be able to just use another leap. And that's a double kill for Lumpy. They've got their eyes set on Oscar, too. There's a long-range magic missile that will connect. He's got the Timber Chain. He's going to be back in the base, but there was just no breathing room at all coming out from Mad Kings right now, as they can easily turn their attention, get a couple hits on this tower. They've got a creep there. And they're down 2 heroes on the side of Mad Kings.
I mean, the Crimson Guard plus Pipe here, the Underlord can just tank. He is definitely thick enough that they can just bring this down. Tower is gonna fall. That's the second tier 2 tower. And Mad Kings are just getting absolutely schooled here by Lava. It doesn't look like they belong in the same division even.
Do they want to go to TI? Because right now they don't feel like they do.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The draft didn't look to be the biggest issue either. It's just they've been a little bit too slow. A little bit too slow at grouping and actually making their own initiatives. Everyone is just off farming somewhere. If all your cores want to farm, then none of them will farm because you need a space
Right.
creator. Someone has to go and gank. Here we go. Finally, they're making a move. It's a smoke out top. They're looking for the Void Spirit here.
That is a hard kill, though.
It is, and the lanes are also very bad position for a smoke gank as mid is right outside your tier 3 tower. So Void Spirit can sense it. He's like, nah, this doesn't feel safe. He goes and joins his team.
I do appreciate the fact that they are trying to move together. It's not the heroes I want to see, though. I want to see the Earth Spirit, the Venge, and the Leshrac move together.
Yeah,
That's
ideally.
what I want to see. I want to see this Drow get the farm, Timber, you know, push out a lane while this is going on, and I just feel like I haven't really seen that this game.
Yeah, not at all. Oscar is invading here, stealing a little bit of Ancients at least, but they're basically just living off scraps right now as Lava are going for a tier 2 tower again. And I don't see them mounting a defense against this. The auras are too strong. The Underlord is not going to be contested here.
Radiant's middle tower
It's got 128 bonus damage right now. Feels good.
Atrophiara doing a lot of work for sure. They're also going to go for the Tormentor. With the Crimson Guard and the Pipe, they could steal this.
middle tower.
At least the Razor ulti could steal this. But they're thinking better of it. They're going back out.
They're pinging out that
Tower is under
they might want to start considering taking a look at Roche, but
Yeah, there's
I don't
Bench
know.
and Drow. It's a pretty fast Roche.
I'd be a little scared, though. I feel like you kind of need to pick off.
Radiant's middle
I agree
Look
with
at
this
me
Roche.
lining up towards the top.
Like, okay, they're not gonna go for it. They're gonna smoke. See if
So
they
let's
can
smoke
find something.
action. Yeah, Lumpy.
Radiant
Oh, did they see that? I'm not sure if the Fog of War did. All right, there it is. They see something's going on. They're gonna back off a little bit. Smoker off to the side. Lumpy dropping down one of those remnants. They get a swap off, but they've got a Ghost Scepter. Things are looking pretty good. Pig over here on the side. He's got his sight set on Adrian. He just rips him apart. Turn their attention now over to PP. This is not looking good for him right now because he is left all alone on his own little island. He's trying to fight through though, and they do have the Timbersaw standing nearby, but I don't think Timbersaw can do too much here, as that's gonna be the next person to fall.
Yeah, this is a very clean fight again. They have good understanding of who they need to focus. They need to get on Drow. The Blink Dagger on the Razor, allowing him to get onto the Drow, and then the Dawnbreaker using ulti as well to join in, and they're just flying ahead in net worth right now. I'm watching Timbersaw
Oh
get
my god,
closer.
there is a nullifier. Holy. I
Yeah,
thought I saw that during the fight, and I was like, no way.
yeah, he does have it.
Whew.
Drow has Pike though, so you can click Pike on the Razor, and it will push you backwards as well, even if you're null fired. But it doesn't really matter.
I think there are other things that Drow also has to be for. If it was just the Razor, maybe, but it's not just the Razor.
Well, he just keeps running at you. You can pike him away, but he just keeps running at you, and you're too slow because you're a Drow with like one item.
Yeah. All right, they're going to ping out Roche. They know that they can't really do much against them at this time. God, 26 and 4. This is a shellacking.
Yeah, this is certified Gaben level top hat shellacking right now.
Well, you say this is top hat shellacking?
This
That
is-
is not a term they throw around very
no,
freely, sir.
it is 26 to 4. They haven't made a single move, Moxie. There's nothing.
I guess the top one is the umbrella, right? Gaven's
I
umbrella.
haven't even heard of that one. That is mythical level. I hope we don't get to
from
that
what Jenkins
point.
told me, the higher it goes, the more of a shellacking it is.
It is, yes, indeed. This is definitely up there in terms of scale, though.
All right, well, this is going to be an easy Roche going over towards the side of lava. There's really nothing that Mad Kings can do. They're just in such an awkward position. Timbersaw does finish up the axe, so that's going to be a little bit helpful at this point. You know, that little bit more of reactive armor, but it still feels like he's not going to be survivable enough, especially when there is a nullifier going on too.
Yeah, I mean, you get your Aghanims after Nullifiers on the field. And this is why I hate the Aghanims for Timbersaw. You know, this item is... it's just terrible if there is a Dispel. And sorry, sir, there already is a Dispel. So it's
I
just...
missed the Chakram
Yeah.
when there was double Chakram for Ags.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, now you get it on level 25, sure, but it's so late. I think
Yeah.
there were better items that you could have gone for. I think he could also have tried to play more active in this game. Only been involved in the one kill. Don't really see much impact from this Timbersaw so far.
What would you have liked to see Timbersaw build instead?
I mean, I like the Kaya Sanch. I would like to see maybe even a Blink Dagger. Or possibly get some auras for damage mitigation for your team. Lotus perhaps to protect your drow, you know, then the static link won't steal damage, it can keep the damage neutral. I don't know. There are things he could have done, but I don't think the Aghanims is so important.
Yet another hero will fall to the tyranny that is Pake on this Razor. My god. 13-0-7. He is untouchable.
Yeah, this Razor can do whatever he wants. He has the Aegis as well. No. Oh, okay, they still got the Tormentor at least. But
can you imagine if he got the snipe? They're still gonna end up losing both these heroes.
yeah, 2 core heroes.
Oh my gosh.
That's...
Honestly, I just walk into their base at this point. Like, you've got 3 heroes dead. 2 of them are core. Yeah, look at this. You're seeing the Underlord gate. They're like, all right, guys, what's up? We're late to the party. We're hitting buildings?
Lava are just looking like such a team here. Like, they're very on top of the game, very coordinated, and the moves are quick, precise, and Mad Kings are just unable to react to this. 2 heroes dead for 40.
I feel like they should be playing a lot better than they are right now. A little bit of a split.
What a stun, too.
Yeah. Gonna go on. It's gonna be a slaughter. So it looks like they do manage to get the
Oh, the stolen swap.
Spirit. Oh, Adrian.
Nah, he's just doing them dirty. Smoker, first with the Split Earth stun, which Split Earth is an S tier spell to have on Rubik, but he then gets the swap and counters the save on the Drow too. I mean, this game is already over. You're already out.
I feel like it's been over for a little while. You know, I never like to have a negative attitude, but this one's just... It feels like a complete outclass. It feels like Mad Kings are not the Mad Kings that I know they can be. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, these are the calm, sensible, non-war loving kings.
The Peace Kings.
Yeah, truly.
They're lovers, not fighters. We need them to be fighters, though.
Yeah,
you
wish you had some fighters right now, because they already lost bottom and mid, and if you blink, you're gonna miss that they will lose top as well. Looks like they might actually chill a bit here on lava.
That's never a good sign when the Razor just blinks right towards you. Usually you're worried about, you know, that swap, but there, you know, right again, counter swap. Absolute Test Red Monster got the nullifier over on Oscar. Pick does have to be a little careful, but he's still holding onto the Aegis, so he doesn't mind if he gets taken down here. He's coming right back up again. He still has the BKB nullifier. He's got the Gleipnir. He's gonna come back up. Can they do anything to try to save him, though? The Dawnbreaker coming in hot, turns around. They've got Adrian in their sights. They need a little bit more damage, and they have it in the form of Lumpy, and they're gonna call GG. There was just no hope for Mad King after the first, 10 minutes of this game.
Yeah, this is just absolutely one-sided, complete destruction. Most dominant game, probably, that we've